Welcome to Kerry County Matters. Coming up on the show, the annual Ring of Kerry charity cycle takes in some of the most beautiful scenery that Kerry has to offer. And this year, almost 10,000 cyclists were up for the 180-kilometre challenge. We also head to another cycling event, Pedal in the Park, which is a family-focused cycle around Killarney National Park. Finally, we move from 2 wheels to 4, as we witness the annual vintage car run in Ballymac. Welcome to Kerry County Matters on Irish TV. We're here at the Ring of Kerry charity cycle, which is held each and every year. It starts from Killarney town. It's 180 kilometres around the Ring of Kerry, taking in townlands of Carrick-Siveen, also Waterville, Sneem, Caherdaniel, Kenmare and back into Killarney. This year, around 10,000 cyclists are taking part in the Ring of Kerry charity cycle, which will raise much needed funds for many a local charity and beyond. We're here in Killarney. It's the start of the Ring of Kerry charity cycle. The man starting it all off this morning. Just gone 7 o'clock in the morning. Hector, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah, I came down here at 5:30 this morning and I've never seen so many cyclists in all my born days. There's over 9,500 people raising over €1 million for funds today in charity. It's unique. It's brilliant. These are the people you see at the weekends all over the country, out cycling. Ireland's getting fitter.
It's like letting cattle out of a shed here. Open them up, here we go. Enjoy the race. Ring of Kerry 2014.
Chairman of the cycle, Tim O'Brien. Nice to meet you, Tim.
Thank you.
Tim, tell our viewers, when did this all start?
Well, it started 31 years ago. It's the 31st year of it. And it started, I think, with about 25 cyclists. And now we're up to 10,000 today.
10,000 cyclists are going to leave the town and go on a 180-kilometre trek around the Ring of Kerry. Some of the officials here at the start line this morning, new Mayor John Joe Cullity. Good morning to you, John.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
New bling.
New bling, yeah, for the occasion, and a lovely occasion it is, yeah. I would have very much involved in the Ring of Kerry cycle for the last 20 years or more, so I've cycled about 20 times in the last 23 years, so it's a fantastic occasion.
I'm also joined by the chair of the President of the Killarney Chamber of Commerce
and Tourism.
And Tourism,
yes.
So this is a big weekend for you.
This is absolutely one of the biggest weekends in the year for us. We look forward to it and we work diligently throughout the year. The work will start as soon as this event is over this weekend. The work for next year begins immediately. The amount of effort and time that goes in to make this possible, people have no concept, and it's all done voluntarily. The committee deserve a huge debt of gratitude from all of us in the Chamber of Commerce for what they do. It's fantastic.
Johnny, I was interviewed years by the Irish Independent. They were asking about tourism in Kerry and they were asking what's so special about Killarney. The only answer I have, I think they have it mastered at this stage. There's always something happening.
Brian, what's so special about Killarney, it's an absolute unique town. We are in the hospitality industry for over 260 years. This year will be our 261st. And it's in our DNA now at this stage. We're born that way, we can't help ourselves, we just do it. That's what we do here in Killarney, and we do it extremely well, and we will continue to do it going forward. It's our lifeblood, and it's the way we work.
Here at the start line for the Ring of Kerry charity cycle, I'm joined by the Chief Superintendent in Kerry, Pat Sullivan. Pat, lovely to see you this morning.
Thank you very much.
You're going cycling with, I see Minister Deenahan's around. Taoiseach Enda Kenny is going to be cycling as well.
That's right. The Taoiseach Enda Kenny is with us. Pascal Shee is with us. Detective Inspector Fergal Patwell, he's cycling with us. I think Tim O'Keefe, a sergeant, is with us. Pat Leahy, who cycles with me regularly, he's here today. And Paul Lynch, we were all cycling with the Taoiseach last year as well. And he has done it with us since 2011.
And you do the 180k, Pat, do you?
That's right, 180k. Yeah. I can confirm that. I've gone around with the Taoiseach each time. That's of the last 4 years.
Taoiseach Enda Kenny, lovely to see you in Killarney once again this year.
And lovely to see you and all the thousands of people who are here to do this cycle. It's a great occasion. It's a personal battle for many of us, but it's also a wonderful social occasion in respect of those who cannot do the cycling and those who benefit from the many charities. It's an example of the real heart of Ireland: community benefit, volunteerism, commitment, and good results for so many people at the end of it. The weather is kind, the scenery is magnificent, the people are great. It's an occasion to remember, always.
Minister for Arts is about to start the Ring of Kerry charity cycle as well. Jimmy Deanahan. Jimmy, you've done this before?
I have several times, so I'm looking forward to it.
What's your favourite part, or what's the most difficult part of the cycle for you?
Well, I think my favourite part probably is going up Moll's Gap, because after 90 miles you're a bit tired, so it's a bit of a challenge, and the most difficult part is coming off Moll's Gap, because obviously you're coming downhill and it's quite dangerous, and you're a bit tired at that stage to control the bike.
It's a unique event in Ireland, isn't it, Jimmy?
Well, it's a unique event in the world, and I've met people in San Francisco and Sydney and London who are all coming here today, and it's extraordinary really that it has attracted so much public attention all over the world now.
And has raised millions for charities over the years.
Today I'm doing it for our Curum. It's a daycare centre in Listowel. Now they hope to clear their debt of 100,000 today in just one event. So that would show you how important it is. And every year it's keeping a number of charities going here in Kerry that would find it very hard to survive but for the Ring of Kerry. And especially, I suppose, they get a lot of funding for special needs and for disability, which is very important.
You're doing it with the Taoiseach today. Is there a competitiveness between you?
Well, no, my job with the Taoiseach is to get him around. So you could say he's domestique. So I have to get him around as comfortable as possible so he feels good after it.
All right. Keep up the good work, Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And it's great to see over the last few months, families, young people, adults alike, who are amateur cyclists getting out on the roads and enjoying it.
Absolutely. It's all about healthy activity and exercise, diet, energy. We've only got the one body to carry us through this life. I do this today for the Kerry cause of motor neuron. Some of my best friends passed away because of this very debilitating ailment, and as I was asked on the street in Killarney a number of months ago to do this, and I'm very happy to participate in this particularly worthy cause indeed.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sunshine warm up your face, and rains fall on the other side of the road. May God hold you in the palm of his hand, be with you every inch of the journey, and bring you safely home. May Almighty God be with you and bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, a cuig, a car, a tree, a doe, a hen, a I live. Our Taurus, Kirkloch Kiri. Good night, Liverpool.
It is great, like, you know what I mean? It's great to see all the people together, like, and it pushes you on, like, and, do you know what I mean? And, like, I represent Newcastle CC, like, but I love it. This is my second year doing it.
This is Joe Sheehy, normally known for being a taxi driver around the town of Tralee. You're on the bike today, Joe?
I am indeed, yeah. Having a great day.
Have you done this cycle before, Joe?
Yeah, I did it last year. I do it for charity every year.
It might be different when it comes to an All-Ireland semi-final or a football final, you know, the Dubs and the Kerry people. But on a day like this, for the Ring of Kerry charity cycle, everybody's welcome, even the Dubs. Jamie, how's it going?
Great stuff, yeah, thanks, brilliant day, brilliant weather and great cycle, really enjoying it.
I've caught up with some of the ladies that are doing the cycle. You're doing well so far, Trina.
Yeah, I can't believe it actually. You know, the old gel before Compagista worked well.
It's great crack, it's great to see everyone out, the sun is shining. It's great.
I thought I heard someone sing "Come On, Eileen." I was wondering what was happening. I've now found out. I've now found out why. Eileen, they were singing for you.
They were singing to keep me going because I'm feeling a bit weak at the moment. But we're doing this this is Marie from the District Hospital in Killarney, this is Dolores, and I'm Eileen Cronin. We're here from the District Hospital in Killarney for palliative care, and we want to say hello to all of them there in Killarney. We know they're wondering about us, how we get here on. They threatened us with Cumikishka, but we're after getting to the top of it. So we're on our way home, and we say hello to all of them.
So lads, you might tell us who you are and where you're from.
Michael Sullivan, Curra.
So, and who are you with, Mike?
Metro and Michael, B1 and V2. These two boys here.
Under pressure?
No, not really, no. And whenever a good man in front of you, you can always pull you along. Like.
Is there a tow rope involved?
Yes, there is, yeah. A big one. Do you not know Mikey? Mikey's a Munster junior rugby player. Cut that out.
This is Ulick. How are you getting on, Ulick?
Oh, we're flying up the hills now and we're flying down the hills. There's all those transfusions of our heart we got last night.
You've done this before, I take it?
Yeah, we have on and off since 92, I'd say.
What's your own name?
Frank Fitzgerald.
Where are you from, Frank?
Dublin, Dunleary.
How'd you find that?
Fantastic. Yeah.
First time for you?
Trained hard, first time, yeah, we got through it fine. It was great. Great buzz.
What was the best part of it, or even what was the most challenging part as well?
I think for everybody going through Moll's Gap would have to be the best part. Yeah. Up to that point, we weren't sure if we were going to make it.
Fantastic stuff. Well done today.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, we had a bit of rain out there, but it was unbelievable race.
What did you think of the cycle, Skull?
It was amazing. It was amazing view, amazing road. It was just the best race, yeah.
How about you? Did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah, it was brilliant. It was so good.
What time did you set off this morning?
At around 6. Okay. Yeah.
So good time?
Early start. Well, yeah, we think it's good enough.
Great, yeah, it was very interesting. I hadn't done it before, and to me it was very flat compared to the Wicklow 200.
So you're a regular cyclist?
Yeah, I love it, yeah.
No challenging parts in that cycle so for yourself?
Moll's Gap was certainly challenging to anybody, but it's great to get everybody out there.
So this is husband and wife. This lady has just been given the title of Wife of the Year for bringing her husband home to do the Ring of Kerry charity cycle. Michael, how was that?
Oh, it was unbelievable. What a spectacular event. Just huge credit to everyone, all the organisers. It was just unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic.
You're originally a Kerry man, but where have you come from to do the cycle?
From Perth in Australia. So I'm there 7 years, and so we came back, and it was just spectacular. It's only when you go away from a town like Killarney that you realise what a wonderful, wonderful place it is to come home to. The scenery was just spectacular. It was just awesome.
Have you done a cycle like this before?
No, nothing like this distance. I do a bit of mountain biking, a bit of road cycling and back in Australia, but nothing compares to that.
Welcome back to County Matters. We're here in Killarney National Park. It's the eve of the Ring of Kerry charity cycle, and I'm here for the family fun event of Pedal in the Park. It's a 5k or 10k cycle throughout Killarney National Park. I'm taking part, I'm in my tracksuit, I've got my helmet, I've got my bike, and I'm ready to go. We'll talk to you soon.
It's a family fun cycle and offering 2 routes for families to cycle in the beautiful surroundings of Killarney National Park, both a 5k and a 10k route, Brian.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt the 5K, possibly the 10K. It's the 4th year, is it?
Yeah, it's the 4th year and it's growing in numbers. We have linked up with the annual Ring of Kerry charity cycle, and this really is the kids' Ring of Kerry in the beautiful surroundings again of the national park that's here. So it takes place on the eve of the Ring of Kerry cycle.
The Ring of Kerry charity cycle has become a humongous event in the county of Kerry. They're expecting up to 10,000 cyclists possibly tomorrow. How are the numbers for this? I know it's family orientated. It's only a 10K cycle.
Yeah, well, last year we had, with the sun shining, we had up to 500 participants, and having grown from 125. So it's really up to the kids can only get here with the parents, and with the parents' support, being role models for the kids to be active, that's what matters.
And there is one or two there's one or two rules that the kids have to follow if they want to cycle?
Yep, the kids have to wear the helmets. That's
Okay.
first and foremost.
Where does the cycle take them? I know it's within the confines of the national park, but they leave here at Dina Lodge?
Yeah, we leave here at Deanoch Lodge, and the 5K route goes straight down towards Rosscastle, where they take a little refreshment break, and the 10K route takes a right up here, up taking in Knockwear Loop and down towards Rosscastle again, and then we all come back towards Deanoch Lodge for a HB sponsored Down syndrome ice cream party.
This is Padraig Doherty, aged 5. And this is Padraig Doherty, aged?
7.5.
7.5. So, Padraig, come over here a small bit to me. This picture was taken a few years ago.
Yeah.
And you obviously, have you done this cycle before?
Yeah.
Wait, how many times?
2.
You've done it 2 times already?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah? And who are you involved with? Who's this top? Is this Killorglin?
Yeah.
Is that where you're from?
Nope.
No?
Uh-uh.
Do you like cycling, Padraig?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you cycle every weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you enjoying your summer holidays?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. So are you going to do the 5K or 10K today?
10K.
And if this is going to be your 3rd time doing this, at what stage are you going to do the big Ring of Kerry cycle, the 180K? I reckon by the time you're 15, you'll be well able for it.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You're going to keep up cycling, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready, steady, go.
Hey, go! We're here at Killarney National Park for Pedal in the Park. It's a family fun cycle, either 5K or 10K. I've met up with some of the participants. What's your own name?
Dennis Crimmin.
And Dennis, are you going to do 5 kilometres or 10 kilometres?
10 kilometres.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Not a bother to you?
Well, no.
No? Have you done this cycle before, Dennis?
No.
Is this your own bike?
Yes.
You haven't just found it somewhere and decided I'm doing the cycle?
No.
Who's going cycling with you?
Well, my brother Daniel, my cousin Emma, my father Donald, and my uncle John.
Excellent. And who's the best cyclist, you think?
I think my uncle John.
Your Uncle John? He's faster than your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. What's your name?
Emma Fanso.
And where are you from, Emma?
I'm from Ireland.
Yeah? Are you living in Killarney?
No, I'm in Ballyhar.
Very good, from Ballyhar.
Yeah.
So how old are you?
I'm 10.
You're 10. So what class are you in school now?
Well, I'm in 5th now.
And you're going into 6th class, are you?
Yeah. No, I'm going into 5th now.
You're going into 5th class. So do you enjoy cycling?
Oh, I love cycling.
There are certainly no cars. Safety is paramount, of course, for any event, but it's great for the families to get out and about.
Absolutely, and you know, it's on our doorsteps, and kids will only be active if they see their parents active, and research has shown that if the child's mother is active, that child is likely to be 2 times active. If the father is active, that child is likely to be 4 times active. Where both parents, if they're active, that child is likely to be 6 times active compared to an inactive mother, father or parent. So, you know, we want our children to be healthy and happy growing up.
Of course. So everyone is happy after another successful pedal in the park. Well done to all concerned. Now it's time for us to get off our bikes and into our vintage car as we head to Ballymac just outside Tralee for the annual vintage car run in aid of the Alzheimer's Society of Ireland. This vintage car run is now in its 5th year.
Well, this is our 5th annual vintage veteran and car club run for the Alzheimer's Society in Boherbee, and I suppose we're unique. Garrett didn't do 5, so we're starting our 5, and it was Lucy here that came up with the idea first year that we do a run, and rather than do the run with nothing involved in it, that we do it for a charity. So she came up that we'd run it for the Alzheimer's.
Well, I felt that the centre in Tralee were doing fantastic work with older people, you know, that had Alzheimer's and that had no place to go really, and they were really making no money. So just dawned on me, there was a relation of mine just was going in and out there, and I thought one day, well, you know, it would be good to give them some money.
Only for the car club here in Kerry, the Kerry Vintage Car Club, who turn out year after year, and they're bringing out expensive cars, and it's costing them money in petrol and all the rest to have them ready, and they still give us a donation. We're just overwhelmed by them. This has been our 5th year, and it's a fine evening here this evening, and we have a big turnout.
My father, he bought this car in 1972. He bought it in the Vans garage in Castle Island. He traded in another Volkswagen for it, which was a green Volkswagen, and if I remember correctly, the number of that was PIN 838. He paid, I think, €350 cash for this car. He always kept Volkswagens. So we were brought up in them, you know, on the back of them, and there was 5 of us in the family, and my mother and father, and we used to sit in the back. There's if you can go into the back of that, and 3 of us used to sit in the back seat, and 2 of us used to sit in behind him. And we still have the bill of sale of that from the Vans garage. Dennis kept a very efficient bookkeeping system in there, and in actual fact, all the cars. My father had a lot of Volkswagens, and I have seen all of the sales of them down through all the different cars that he bought.
The car is a 1932 Plus Ultra Sports Coupe. It's a 9 horsepower, and it was designed by Percy Riley, who was one of the Riley family. It was bought by my brother-in-law in 1947 when he was demobbed from the army, and he met my sister when I was about 5 years old. We were down in Suffolk on holiday, and that they met and fell in love and married, and it was his daily car at the time. Then he got a company car, and my sister was driving this to run the kids to school and everything. And sadly, they both died, and I've inherited the car. So that's the story of the car. She's a lovely old girl. She's 9 horsepower, but she still flies along here. She used to do 660, 65. We did 65 in the Cork Grand Prix last year. We did about 65 on the Carrigahan Straight. So it's brilliant. So it's a good girl. Yeah, she's got. And she's very responsive. For 9 horsepower, my ride-on mower's got 15 horsepower, but this pulls a ton and a half. So it's a lovely old girl. Yeah.
This year is our first year. A few friends of mine who are involved with Honda 50 said they'd come together, and they have come here this evening as well. So we're delighted with the turnout again this year.
Well, that's all we've got time for on this week's Kerry County Matters. If you would like to get in touch with me, you can email kerry@irishtv.ie.